Hey YouTube, it's Davin Dax here.
Hello, bringing you some deck profiles from our winning decks from this.
Sheffield regional qualifier thing. We're not sure what it is, but we came third and first. We've got this lovely mat, a Dracos Axe and booster packs.
A lot of other things.
So we thought we'd profile some decks for you.
So I'm bringing you Spellbooks first, and I'm just going to go through it, and then I'm going to talk to you about why I picked certain things, and how good they were, how bad they were.
Placed third, went
5-1.
5-1. Only losing to Evil Swan was due to the amazing trap card called EEV. Epidemic in Virus. So here we go, your main deck.
So, 3 Magicians, obviously, Corker. I chose to run 3 Kaiku because I just felt like that I would meet the Dragon matchup a lot.
Which you met like 5 times.
And I did. So
like 5 Dragon matchups.
It was 4.
4 Dragon matchups.
So this really helped me. It was brilliant. You just basically just go, bah, and they go, ah, I can do significantly less or can't do anything at all. So, yeah, really good choice. Really good for 3 in the main deck. Then everything else I ran at 1. I ran 1 Effect Veiler. Really good. Don't think you really need more than 1. It was just kind of random synchro summoning more than anything. Good to just kind of stop in the opening turn, them making the Dragos X tokens, etc. It was good.
Also to make Crimson Bladed with High Priestess.
Yeah, and I just don't think I'd run more than 1. It was good at 1. 1 Jargon.
Best card in the deck!
Best card in the deck. 1 Droll and Lockbird, which I didn't actually use the whole day. So, meh, really, as far as I'm concerned. And 1 High Priestess, which I just basically put in because I wanted to have a little bit of strength without having to constantly get Starhole all the time and stuff. But I didn't want to have to add it and things like that. So,
and running the 2 Justice and the 3 High Priestess in that build, we felt in testing was really slow and inconsistent, was getting in the way of the good hands. Because with the way the format is, if you don't open up the Judgment and 3 spells to get the Jargon in the end phase against dragons, they tend to overpower you too fast, and that's how probably you had to be ahead at the start, or you fall behind too much, and then you can't come back into the game.
Yeah. So 1 High Priestess just basically as a tech. So that's it for the monsters, and it was 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Then I think it's 27 spells.
Books. But you don't really spells, just books.
3 Spellbook of Secrets, obviously. 3 Spellbook of Judgment.
That's shit. It's just
so bad.
No point in running it.
I actually played this 5 times in the same game. One match.
He won as well. I know.
How did I do that? 3 Fate.
Genuinely best card in the entire format.
I never feel like this is dead. People are always just like, oh, it's so dead if you have more than 1. I'm just like, yeah, but I want to play it in my own turn, and I want to play it in your turn, and I can only play 1 per turn, so I'd rather have as many as humanly possible.
Right now, on the screen will be all the cards that this card is the equivalent to on your screen. Go! I'll edit it in later.
So, 2 Masters, don't need 3, it's quite cloggy, to be quite honest with you, and it's really annoying that you have to have a spellcaster to be able to play it. So when you're setting up, especially when they remove the monster from the field, it becomes quite difficult to make plays, so only ever 2. 2 Tower, it's just good. It just keeps you even further ahead than you even possibly would ever need to be, and it's got a really good effect as well, the secondary effect.
It's the only card that saves you against EEV.
Then 2 Starhole, definitely really good. I wouldn't ever run 3, but it was just kind of, it was one of those cards that's just a bit like you play this and then you play Kaiku in the Dragon matchup, and you make sure that as long as you play a 1, there is no way that they can attack over Kaiku with one of their baby dragons. So as long as you you get this out, and then you've played another one, even if you haven't made a judgment play, they're not going to be able to get rid of Kaiku unless they've got Blaster. So that was quite good.
In the mirror, it stacks up really fast.
Yeah. 2 Wisdom. It was actually not that great all day, to be honest. I mean, I did play Dragons quite a lot, so I was siding like 1 out in those games. 2 Power puts in a lot of work. A lot of work. It's just brilliant. It's just like, oh, that seems to be a little bit too high attack. I'll just add power and kill it. So I don't think I'd run 3 because again, it's the same. It's the same as Masters. You just get it when you want it. So then 1 Eternity and 1 Life. This kind of felt a little bit useless, quite a lot. But I don't think I'd ever take it out because sometimes you do need it. So again, with this, you know, it just felt a bit redundant quite a lot. But again, you can't really not have them because if you really need them, then you can add them, which is why I'm only using 1. Then I chose to run 3 Upstart Goblin instead of the Crescent because I felt like in testing that Crescent was getting dead a lot. So I used this instead. Upon reflection, it was a bit annoying that I kept giving my opponent 1,000 life points and I'm using a deck that chips away slowly. But it was good, but I don't think I'd use it if I'm changing the deck. I would say don't use it and use something else. Then my 3 spell card techs were Book of Moon, Forbidden Chalice, and Book of Eclipse. Basically, Book of Moon is just brilliant for, oh, I've got Magician, summon, they go, Effect Veiler, you go, Book of Moon, put it face down, effect goes off, carry on your turn as normal. Then, and obviously it's great for just stopping plays and stuff like that. Forbidden Chalice, I was amazed at how good this was. It's just really good for like tight battle matchups and stopping an effect. Like, say for example in the mirror, you want to stop their Kaiku for a turn, or you want to stop their Jowgen for a turn, or you want to turn off the Dragosack and destroy everything. So it did put in a lot of work when it had it. And it did win me a game, so I'd definitely say it was a good decision. And it's also a spell card, which is great for if you're just trying to, you know, get judgment over. Book of Eclipse single-handedly won me a game against Dragons. He basically went to play a Big Eye, and I flipped both monsters face down, and in the following turn I won. So it just basically locked him from actually being able to play. It's just really good. It's a mass Book of Moon, and the drawing a few cards in the end phase doesn't really make a difference when, if you've got this face up, you're putting that face down, so the plus that they're gaining, you're also gaining, so it's not really that bad. It's also quite good for if you want to put your stuff face down like Jowgen and then make plays and then put it back up again. You've put your opponent's cards face down, so they're not really as much of an issue. So that was really good. I actually am considering putting 2 in because of how good it was. Then just 3 trap cards. All 3 put in a lot of work, and it was just Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, and Bottomless Trapdoor. Bottomless Trapdoor just basically because if your opponent plays a dragon and they use its effect to play it, and you Bottomless Trapdoor, it banishes it, and they're never going to get it again, and they don't get its effect because they just used it to play it.
You pink cards.
That's just basically the theory behind that. And then, obviously, Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment because of what they do and how they protect you. So that's my main deck.
It's 40 cards.
Exactly 40 cards.
Dax has anal issues about that.
Then my side deck, though may seem very weird, actually was really well thought about out upon reflection. I've got 1 Tsukuyomi, which was just basically for the Evil Swarm matchup. I never actually drew it, but it's pretty standard just for Evil Swarms to get rid of Ophion, etc. Then 2 Maxi for literally no reason because I didn't put it in, so that was a bit redundant. Then an extra effect veiler which I put in quite a lot, and it was good. So, but again, as I said before, I don't think I would main deck 2. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon
cards suck.
because Evil Swarms and their stupid level of back row is just annoying. So 3 MST. Then
No!
2 Rivalry of Warlords, basically for stupid matchups that I may not have kind of anticipated. It was just kind of sort of so that I had an answer for rogue decks and things like that. I never actually put it in because I ended up playing Dragons and Evil Swarms all day. Then 2 Soul Drain, which I obviously put in every Dragon matchup. It won me one of the Dragon matchup games. Well, not won me the game, but slowed them down so much that when I had Kaiku and this, it was pretty much like, oh, well, unless they draw Blaster, I pretty much won. So I just chipped away and won. Then the final thing was Jester Lord and 3 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Basically, because I run 3 Kaiku, I can actually put this in and know that I will be able to play it because I have power, I have Star Hole, and I often have a Kaiku which has more than 2500 attack. Now this card, Jester Lord, if you don't know what it does, it actually won me a match single-handedly against Evil Swarms. And what it does is, when it's the only monster on the field, it gains 1000 attack for every spell or trap card on the field. So he was grinding me down, and then I started grinding back, and he had no monsters, and I played this on 5000 and just attacked him, and he had no answer, and I just gamed him.
Then when he did, he had the Fate, and it was about 5000!
And this, again, is because when you play this, if you have Judgment, you play Judgment, it goes off, you just get, if you've got this and Judgment in your opening hand,
Just play 1 Spellbook.
just play 1 Spellbook, set this, end phase, special this, in the mirror match,
You win.
I win. So, yeah, it was great. Really good decision, won me a game. Then onto the extra deck, which I barely ever touched. But it was...
Most played card.
Yeah, most played card. Shining Elf, Daggers the Phoenix, never played Gachi, never played Big Eye, never played Hierophant, never played Hyper Librarian, never played Catasta, never played Tempest. Tried to play Arcanite once and it got warninged. Black Rose, never played. Stardust, never played. Tried to play Crimson Bladery, it got judgmented. Scrap Dragon and Red Dragon Archfiend, just basically because it's an EV target. Yep, that's my deck profile.
And the matchups of the day, he played Dragons round 1, he won 2-0.
Yeah.
Round 2 against Dragons, he won 2-0. Round 3, he played against
Evil Swarms.
Evil Swarms,
2-0.
he won 2-0. Round 4, I think it was another Dragon play, didn't you?
No, that was Evil Swarms and I lost.
I believe he lost 2-1.
Yeah.
And then he played against the Evil Swarm player again, didn't you, that you beat? That was Dragons in the final.
Yeah, and then so I played Evil Swarms, and that's the one that I beat with Jester Lord.
Yeah.
So that was 2-0. And then Dragon matchup was the final, which was 2-0.
And all those Dragon matchups was play Judgment, play 3 books, win the dice roll, and play Dragon.
So yeah, that's my third place deck profile from...
Rate, comment,
Nationals.
subscribe, let us know what you think.
Thanks very much.
Bye!